Okay, Henry? How are you doing?
Yeah, see, when you walk behind him, there's a trail of stink that follows, and it could be avoided by said deodorant.
Deodorant might...
We are back on trail. We no longer have the brick houses with us. We no longer have the Krista with us, and we've lost Ethan. So it's just the 6 of us. They're all flying home to Lakeland. I don't know how spirits will be for the next couple of days. Probably a little down, losing so many friends that are going back. The old fear of missing out will certainly kick in, but we're back on trail, and now it's just the 6 of us. Everybody kind of adjusting to the idea of that. I guess this next section would look more like a push. I had sort of secretly hoped to pull off a day off in West Yellowstone, but that place is crazy busy, which is a little bit of a turn off at the moment, because we're kind of trying to stay away from populations, and it's insanely expensive. You could get the 2-star hotel for $180 a night or something. So we had thought about a day off, but I think we'll just push through. We're kind of pushing for Cousins now. That's the next big shot for us. The Cousins are in Colorado and Denver. The kids absolutely adore them. Georgie knows their address by heart. She writes Sealy all the time. June knows their address by heart. So they are special to us, and we're excited to get to go see them. So that'll be a fun inspiration for us. We're off and away.
Like a brook trout. Where do you think the geyser is? I saw the one back there. Or there's something back there.
Up that way it was,
That
right?
one?
Whoa! Oh, Henry. Oh wow, how cool. That's great. Toss him back in.
Us? I need a picture of it.
Ooh. Definitely the land of stinking waters. June, what if you were walking through and it just like erupted on you? Would that scare you? Warm up by the fire.
Yeah. Whoa, look at that. It's so weird. That one looks like a mushroom.
It's pretty cool. What do you think of that, June? Pretty, huh? June's got a new filter she's pretty much liking.
Oh, Georgie! Oh my God!
It went off a little deeper than you expected. What do you think of Yellowstone, Monica?
It's flat. No. It felt a little stressful
Why?
because of all the regulations that come with having to have permits for camping. So now we're pushing to have a 28. It's actually a 29-mile day.
Yay!
To get to the right campsite that we have a permit for. But we have a permit. Hooray!
Yay! We have a permit. We got dropped off. We had a food fiasco. Got dropped off the last second by the Chris up at Old Faithful Inn and walked down about 1 o'clock to the backcountry permit office, and they were closed. So we sat and ate and divvied up food and that we'd bought at a grocery store down in West Yellowstone while Scott and Krista were with us. And because the permit office was closed, we couldn't figure out how to get a permit. So we were just in a sort of a risk it mode and walked into the national park, which, you know, that's a little scary. We had 47 miles to the border of Yellowstone. So we were shooting for one campsite, walked up near it and asked the guy if there were spots around, and it turned out he was Ranger Rick's right-hand man in his own mind, running a little commercial trip out there and pretty full of his self and his citizens deputization. So he was a little bit ornery and belligerent, and I just sort of waved a weary hand at him and walked out. But it did help me have an idea, so thanks, Ranger Rick. It hadn't occurred to me before. I texted Jamie Brown back home. I said, Jamie, help us get a permit for tomorrow night somewhere along Hart's Lake. Well, Hart's Lake is anywhere from, you know, the beginning of it's 23.5 miles and the end of it is about 27 miles, so I thought that would work pretty well. But the only site available, it's a pretty busy weekend, only campsite available is on the far side of Hart's Lake at Hart's River campsite, and that was 29 mile walk today. So we did 16 before lunch, so we have a little bit left to go. Anyway, I hate, and it's hard on a through hike. You're trying to guess your days that you're going to be in a national park. You try to schedule your campsites, get your permitting right, and it doesn't quite work out. So I'm thinking the thing we'll do is, because of the stealth camp in the national park that we may or may not have had to do, we'll send some sort of a overnight stay worth donation to the national park out here to thank them for the night we didn't, or maybe we did, spend out here. Georgie, look at that. Oh, cool. Another geyser basin. Man. And a beautiful lake. Maybe.
Those people?
Maybe.
No, I didn't know what peak they were talking about.
The peak. We'll find out, I bet. On a lovely beach walk here.
Can't really walk on this.
Henry's smashing the fish right now. We don't know exactly what we're catching. It's not a trout. Oh. Why would yours get smashed and not mine? I think mine's too big. There it is. We're walking above the Snake River. Just saw a good swimming hole we're not going to. It's right through there. There's a little ledge we could have jumped off of. That would have been fun. But, you know, maybe next time through. We didn't time it right. We'll hope to find a good lunch spot up here. Tonight we're calling it a little early. We just got to get to Brooks Lake Lodge in the afternoon early enough to do a decent resupply and get back and sleep on trail for the Pinedale section. My shoes got away from me. Everybody's shoes. So I'm going to send an email tonight to Fit Niche, which is our local running store. I think I got a few locations around Florida, but it's our Central Florida running store that gives us a deal on shoes. See if they can ship new shoes in time to have them in Pinedale by Friday, maybe Monday morning, first thing. But it's a little dangerous setting Monday morning as the goal, because the USPS is not always 100% reliable. But I think if they made it to Pinedale even by Tuesday, we could get them forwarded down to South Pass City. So hopefully get new shoes from Monica and maybe Georgie, probably just Monica in Pinedale and everybody else in South Pass City. So there you have it.
Morning crossing. Trying to not get our feet wet, or at least Mom is. You made it. Dry feet.
Dry feet.